Whoa, guys, Ryan Benefit, blogging from paradise. A little better. That's kind of good. But then, let's figure it out here. It's a little better. Oh, wait a second. Well, this over here. All right, I think that works. Okay, I like it. I like it. All right, quick mantra to help you take action, guys. Simple mantra, I should say. Whoa, sliding. We're sliding. We're sliding, folks. We're sliding. And it's actually rather simple. Unlike trying to get this to balance properly. Ah, screw it. It's very, very simple. Thanks for joining. Cool, here we go. And this is the mantra, guys. Hey, wait a second. Is that smudgy? No, not really. Just nighttime. And this is a simple mantra. It is, I choose not to take action. Now, thanks, Chris. If you are in the space of, I just can't seem to get anything done, I'm not creating, I'm being patient, I'm just waiting, I got to get around to that. There's a mantra that you repeat to yourself, and it's helped me a lot. It's very fun, it's very freeing. It helps you own everything. It helps you own the fact that you're not taking action. And it is, I choose not to take action. Now, of course, there's all types of different actions that we could take every day, and we know that. I'm talking about blogging wise, because you guys are bloggers, or hey, it really could apply to anything. But if you just can't seem to get around to writing a blog post, I choose not to take action. I choose not to take action. And what this does is it helps you say, I'm choosing not to write the blog post, which is really, really freeing. It might sting a little bit because if you're like the old me, you like to blame circumstances, conditions, characteristics, quality traits that we own and we cling to, other people, bad internet, writer's block. You know the whole, litany. These are all fears. It's all fear. So when you realize, like just writing a blog post, it could be as simple as that. You start the mantra, I choose not to take action. I choose not to write the blog post. And then your mind will do something because mind is funny, and this one comes from the heart. When you're thinking about I choose, I take ownership, I take ownership, the mind will say, well, no, actually, this happened, and that happened, and this happened, and that happened. Definitely, all of it happened. But you chose not to write the post. I choose not to write the blog post. This cat hair comes flying in. It's weird. When you get this mantra firmly implanted on your mind and you fully own it, you will write the blog post because it really clicks and it says, I choose not to write the blog post. I choose not to write the blog post. Now, when you're saying I choose that, it's fun and it's freeing, and then there's a part of it that could really sting too, because then you realize, oh my God, it was never anything outside of me. It was always my personal choice. It was always me thinking, I'm this, or I'm that, or this happened, so I'm not gonna. And it's just, you see, like, there's no such thing as an excuse. You could make an excuse, but it's an illusion. It's not really there. It's either you choosing to do it or not to do it. So I choose not to take action. I choose not to take action. When you keep repeating that to yourself, it's going to click and you'll say, oh, shoot, I could choose to take action. Your blog post could be done by tonight. It's 6:05 East Coast time. Let's say you're in New York right now. New York time zone, East Coast time zone. If you haven't written a blog post in a long time and you start with this, I choose not to take action, I choose to put it off, I choose not to take action, I choose not to take action, I choose not to take action, I choose not to write the blog post, I choose not to write the blog post, I choose not to write the blog post, I choose not to write the blog post. Then you realize you can choose to do it. And you say, I'm going to write the blog post. And then you sit down and you write it. Now, when you sit down, there could be another bunch of fears that go through your mind. There are thoughts attached to feelings. And the feelings and the thoughts are, I have writer's block. I don't know what to write about. It's so tough for me. And that's another thing going on. So you could sit in front of the computer and not write anything and start saying, I choose not to write the blog post. I choose not to take action. It's like when you realize that, and it's going to happen through the mantra, that you're choosing not to do it, it's your personal choice, then you could say, oh, shoot, I'm going to choose to do it. And when you choose to do it, the fear dissolves, the tension dissolves, and you allow ideas in. And you start writing. Now, it may take a little while. As you're writing, if you haven't written in a while, no problem. You're not going to write like this, you're going to type. But when you understand that, just that simple writing, one sentence, two sentences, three sentences, that's you saying, I choose to write it, and I'm going to write it, and I am writing it. It's almost like an enlightening moment, because what seemed like such a big deal to you for the longest time, conditions, states of mind, whatever, just different excuses. And any excuse could be 100% valid, but they're all illusions, because an excuse is based in fear. Fear is not real, it's an illusion. You experience it in your body, and you feel it, and you feel, oh my God, or you feel this or that, or this happened, that happened, but fear is not real. That's why I've advised most folks, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. Oh shoot, I'm using it as a stand to hold up the camera. Hold up the phone, camera phone. A Course in Miracles, acim.org. It's a really, really unbelievable read, because it teaches you that fear isn't real, it's an illusion. You see right through it, and only love is real, only love is true, the harmony, the flow, all that. And it's just an amazing book, so definitely grab it, acim.org. But when you understand that and you say, I choose not to take action, the switch happens. You keep repeating it to yourself, then you say, oh shoot, so I could choose to take action. And then you'll take action. And I'm just naming blog posts, that could be anything. I choose not to network, I choose not, I choose not. Networking, blog post, live videos. Everybody has a phone these days. Anybody who has a phone, upload the YouTube app. It's like I did in literally 4 seconds. 5 seconds. Upload the YouTube app, hit go live, boom. You could be creating content all day long, every single day. And there's no shortage of ideas. Once you follow my blog and follow my feed, you'll have something to always work with if you're a blogging tips blogger, or I'll stimulate other ideas depending on your blogging niche. But you gotta do it persistently. Chris says, making money in the form of having my share of the phone bill paid by a music video. I have no choice there. Now I have the choice to do the post. Yeah, you know what? Just keep choosing, Chris. Keep choosing to move in a fun, freeing, prospering direction. That's it. That's it. And you keep making those choices, you realize I'm going to keep choosing to move in that fun, freeing, and sometimes really uncomfortable direction. And it's not always going to be roses, and it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be scary. Everybody deals with fears. Like nobody, like where I am blogging wise, like living this type of life, and Kelly and I leaving, and you guys all know that, and obviously people who watch it, I'm chatting with Chris now, in the future, circling the globe and going here, and oh, by the way, bloggingparadise.com/ebook. It is such a fun, freeing journey, and it's fulfilling, and you gain cash, and but it's really, really, really scary sometimes, because you keep bumping into fears every day. And the more you move in that direction, it feels like the faster you're running into fears, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh. But then you develop that certain fearlessness because you choose to keep acting, to have fun. There's that fun nature to it, and it's scary too, to create something helpful for other people and to connect with other human beings. The journey is really simple, highly uncomfortable at times. And most folks, and I know myself, the old me, I would do simple things with a pretty generous energy, and then when it got uncomfortable, I turned around. And that's most bloggers. That's why 80% of bloggers never make more than $100 during their whole career. And everybody thinks that's crazy, but it makes perfect sense, because you know yourself. I mean, you look around, you see, and we've all had these experiences too. When you look at most human beings, what happens when a fear is in front of them? Look at it, and they say, oh, fuck, and then they turn around. And that's what happens when you're working a job you really don't want to work, but you're so terrified to lose all your money, or you're so terrified to not be able to pay bills, or you're so terrified. And when I'm not saying terrified, it really is like that. I mean, most of us, the fear of poverty is up there with the fear of death. We don't think so until we've lost everything. Like me, I really don't have that too much, because I know what it's like to lose every cent. I know what it's like to have 4 cents and to be $70,000 in debt. And most human beings don't know what that is. They've never let themselves get to that point. When I reached that point, I experienced the shame, the embarrassment, the just total. It was humiliating for me. I was very shameful. But when I felt those experiences, instead of just resisting them, I felt them and I cried them. Then I didn't have that burden. So that's why now I'm so. This guy's a fucking creative machine. This guy's creating 15, 20 pieces of content. He connects. He's everywhere. Why is that? I'm not burdened. Oh shit, 10 minutes in. It's been so fun. Thanks, Chris. I'm not burdened with the fear because I chose to take that action in that direction. I felt that fear, I released it, and then boom, when I wasn't burdened with it, I just kept moving forward into other fears, of course. But it's almost like a hot knife through butter. It wouldn't be like that, though. It'd be more like this. It's starting to look weird. It's a little perverted. So anyway, guys, depending on, where your mind's at. Anyway, Molly, keep sleeping. Choose to take action in a fun, freeing direction by sometimes repeating the mantra. It's like, I just can't seem to do it. I'm so busy with other things. And the only money I made online was from solo ads promoting an affiliate marketing network. Never made my money back. Yeah, you know what, Chris? You'll make more and more money because I think you have an ebook in you. I think you have a course in you. I think when you get into creating and connecting deeper and deeper, more deeply, when you devote more energy to that, you're going to find that sponsored post opportunities will come your way. You have the generous heart. You're doing things from the heart-centered space, and you have the content and you have the connections. Now it's learning the simple law of life. Where your attention and energy grows. So it's where you choose to put your attention and energy. You're in full control of that. No matter what happens on the outside, financially, this, that, health, it's totally you, bro. Where you choose to put your attention and energy grows. Where your attention and energy grows. So you have all the basics. And I was like, when I was chatting earlier today on Facebook, now you just devote your attention and energy to that. And obviously you're working on the music video as well. So you do the music video, and that's awesome, doing those videos and helps with cash and stuff. And then make your life like largely about this and blogging. Do you want to do a course down the road? Cool. Still working on the ebook. That's awesome. And yeah, make sure, bro, of course, when it goes live, ping me. I say ping, but message me on Facebook. I'll spread the word on it. Just keep giving your energy to it. And you'll see, too, the creative energy and the connecting energy has been building. I've seen that from my end over weeks and months, and it'll keep building, and you keep going in that direction. And it's still going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be kind of scary, and you're going to say, it's just, but it's okay. It's part of the journey, and obviously you felt that in the past, and like every human being, we go into areas, and it's like, but you're going to keep doing that, and you're going to rock it out. And you are rocking it out, and that's just going to keep expanding. Everything's just going to expand. We could always see like where success is because we share something and people flow in, and you're like, oh shoot, 2 or 4 people or 10 people attracted to my site. You could see the more you keep scaling and keep at it, that'll go up to 50 and 100 and then 1,000. And then you put the content out there more and more, and then you put the ebook, and then a few of those people will check it out, and then a few more, and then a few more, and then it gets 100 page views and 1,000, and then 10 people. Oh, it's really all scale. It's just keeping at it with the generous, abundant energy and not turning around. So choosing to take action is it, and you could say, hey, I'm choosing not to take action. I choose not to. I choose to. It's almost like that switch, a light switch. And then when you choose to, still be a little uncomfortable sometimes, but you'll be churning out that content, making those connections and giving more attention and energy to that. And consistency really is key. Chris, thanks so much, bro. I really appreciate it. Anybody else watching in the future, if you want to become a full-time blogger, you can purchase my ebook, bloggingparadise.com/ebook. I'm going to roll. I'll get this up. I don't know where I'll get it. I'll get it somewhere. Oh, shoot. Where do I even close this out? I haven't done this in a while. Until next time, guys. Got to go for my cardio in a little bit. Go for a nice long walk tonight. Enjoy paradise, all. Thanks, Chris.